Coach Lehman talked about getting down a couple guys early and how it just kind of caught up with them. Did you guys sense that at all? Were you able to kind of capitalize on that?
We had our share of stuff going on too with injuries, and the guys getting hurt as the game's going on. It's the nature of the beast. I'm sure, I know it's disruptive, but we got our share of that ourselves.
It looked like, especially Bobby's goal, we were kind of holding it in the zone for a while, kind of grinding away on him a little bit.
Yeah, it was a great shift.
Yeah.
Some of the credit goes for Jake, for Evans, for getting off the ice early when he was tired, and Ogilvy getting on the ice. So it's just unselfish play. But no, that was definitely a great shift.
Over the course of the game, did you feel like you guys were able to assert that a little more, just being able to hold it in?
Yeah, I mean, I told the guys after the game is that they need to give credit to our strength coach, Tony Walensky, for our conditioning, because I thought our conditioning showed up a little bit as the game progressed.
Cal again tonight. I mean, obviously the performance that you guys need during this time of the year.
Yeah, I mean, I said it last night, is you don't win without great goaltending, and he's given us that. So, now we get to go to Boston.
It doesn't seem like it's been 3 years since you guys were in the semis, but it's what it's been. Is it good to see, I guess, this team playing this well at this point of the year to maybe go out of this conference with that opportunity?
Yeah, I mean, this group's been fun. They've really figured it out here in the second half of the season, and they're playing unselfishly, which is the most important thing to me. Is we've got players that have individual abilities, and but you get guys like Bjork and Evans and Ogilvy, some of our really high skilled guys. I was really happy with Dylan Malmquist, getting back in the top lines. Just playing unselfish hockey.
You feel like sweeping this weekend kind of solidifies where you guys are at NCAA tournament wise? Yeah,
I mean, that's down the road. Most important thing is that we got our job. We had probably the toughest job in the country, maybe as far as playoff round. Playing one of the hotter teams in the country. But we've been pretty hot here in the last 8 weeks ourselves. So, it's a credit to these guys for doing the things that they had to do to be successful tonight. I knew it was going to be tougher, and it was. It was a physical game, a lot of stuff going on after the whistle and things like that. And our guys, I thought, did a pretty good job of holding their, emotional control.
Did you get and withstand the push that you thought you would get from Providence, right? In the first period, first 10 minutes.
Yeah, I mean, I knew that. I told our guys the first 10 minutes are going to be crucial, and the first period was a good road period for them, but for us, it was a good period just to get understanding how the game was going to be played and officiated. So, I think our guys did a good job of getting through that period, and getting that first goal was really important.
You finished off the CCHA run with a tournament championship. How much would it mean to finish off your Hockey East run with one as well?
I don't want to think about that yet. I just want to think about enjoying this right now and then getting ready for Thursday or getting ready for Friday. That's all we can worry about is the next game. So we'll end up playing the highest seed. So it's not going to be, it's not going to be easy. That's for sure.
We kind of talked about how Dennis Gilbert struggled at the beginning of half the season as it started to come on. Have you seen kind of the same thing with Malmquist now? I know it's 2 goals, but they're empty net goals. But is that just a spark sometimes?
Well, Dylan has got a lot of ability, and and he kind of was in the doghouse there for a month. Just because we needed more out of him, competing wise, and in the limited minutes he was getting over the last 3 or 4 weeks, he took advantage of it, and he earned that spot back. And this weekend just showed me everything that we knew about him as far as it's not just about the goals, but his skill set's important. But I mean his ability to make good plays off the walls on the breakouts, making good plays in the offensive zone. He's a smart player, and he's got a lot of ability. And he just, we need him to bring it every night. And if he does that, then all that offensive skill and instinct show up.
It's awesome. We knew it was going to be a tough weekend. They're a good team. They play really hard all the time. So we just kind of had to stick to our system, stick to what we practiced, and it's a really good feeling right now.
It looked like tonight you guys were able to kind of lean on them in the third period a little bit as they were down a couple guys for most of the game. Did you feel that as the game wore on, you were able to kind of impose yourself on them a little bit?
Yeah, a little bit. We talked about that a little bit after the game. We owe a lot to our strength and conditioning coach, Tony Walensky. You know, if it looked like we were the more conditioned team, then it's all on him, sir, for you know, pushing us to work hard in the workouts and conditioning.
It looked like your goal was a good example of that. You guys were holding it in the zone for a long time. It looked like after you scored, they were pretty gassed. Is that how it felt to you?
Yeah, a little bit. We had some chances right before that, I think, if I remember correctly. I was just trying to get it to the net as quick as possible because there was a little lane, but you know, luckily it went in and it was a big goal, so I was pretty excited.
Coach talked about how you guys have kind of figured out the second half here. What did you figure out?
I think just playing simpler, playing harder in all areas of the ice, not trying to force passes or force plays in the O zone, and especially in the neutral zone. Shutting it down more in the D zone, and you know, Cal's been great all year, so he's probably been our best player.
How much of a boost has Cal's play been for you guys in front of him?
Oh, it's awesome. You know, knowing that he's back there, he's an absolute rock. You know, he's gonna, you know, he has a chance to make the save on every play. So he's been awesome all year, and it's awesome to, you know, have a goalie like that.
You and Jordan's goals, I mean, are those good examples of kind of just being simple and like, hey, let's just throw it on the net and see what happens, and then lo and behold, you get a screen and they end up in it.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, Jordan scores a lot of those where he's just throwing them to the net and they go in. You know, last night it was kind of the same thing with his goal. But, yeah, our coaches say just if they're in your lane, make one move and try to get it to the net. And if not, just fire it as hard as you can. And that's what we've been doing, I guess. And luckily it's been working.
Obviously, that can kind of backfire on you sometimes. What is it about Jordan and yourself to see, to have that vision, that knowing that shot's going to actually get through and you know, get a chance or rebound or something?
Yeah, well, I think the first thing that comes to mind is just getting it through, not really worried about hitting the net or not. You know, once it gets past that first guy, it's kind of if it goes in, then it's going to be a lucky shot, kind of. If not, hopefully there's net front presence from our forwards too to help screen the goalie. But I mean, yeah, it's just trying to get the puck through as quick as possible because we know that we've been stressing on winning the net fronts recently, so it's been working.
Or you could just wait to the end of the game like Dylan when there's no goalie.
Yeah,
Throw it
yeah,
in.
2 empty netters for him.
How do you guys, I mean, you've talked a lot about, everyone talked a lot the last few weeks about playing simple and sticking to that, and obviously beating Providence is proof of that. How do you stick with that as the stakes go up, you know, in these late season situations?
I think that, you know, this weekend is going to be really similar to what we're going to be seeing next weekend with the intensity and the, you know, like the pace of the games. So if we keep doing what we're doing, you know, we've kind of, like you said, Coach said, we've kind of figured it out this second half. So I think if we just keep doing what we're doing, limit our mistakes, and keep working as hard as we are, then we're going to have a good chance of winning.
Obviously, with the intensity that's going on, and then one of their guys kind of goes down there in the first period, just kind of a weird dead space in the game. What's the message going around the team? How you try and refocus and get things going again?
Yeah, I mean, you're obviously worried about him in the beginning. That's actually one of my good friends. I played with him in juniors. So, you know, I hope he's doing okay. I'm going to text him after this. But, you know, kind of after that settles down, just regroup, refocus, kind of keep your eyes on what's going on, and just keep playing simple, get back to what we were doing.